And welcome to the stream. My name is Lee, and um, yes, okay. Um, uh, uh, um, okay. So, yes, what are we doing right now? I am really not feeling so good. You know what? I feel like I have to stream because not only because of the expectations of the community, but also like I need to get out of my own head, and to get out of my own head, I need to come and be on the stream with you guys. So, hi, welcome to stream. Um, we're gonna do Greyhawk. We're gonna do at least a little bit of Greyhawk. And you might be asking, wait, why? And I'm like, yes, we need to do Greyhawk. Come on, everyone. We gotta do some Greyhawk stuff. Let's do it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome. So, if you all want to join me, wow. I'm probably gonna, something's gonna happen, like, but for now, we're gonna do a little Greyhawk. So, also, my mic wasn't working. Apparently, the computer had just decided to default the settings. Never mind that default is not actually. I don't have a default mic set, and even if I did, it wouldn't be the one I actually like. If I did have a default mic set, it's set to the one I actually use. But no, it went to default, and apparently that doesn't. Anyway, my computer's a little silly sometimes, but I appreciate kind of. And yes, I know it's. Ooh, yeah, your processing power's cranking hard. It's not feeling so good. That's okay. Probably needs a nap time, like a proper shutdown, but that is going to happen for after we stream for a little. Let's stream for a little first. Then we can have an active shutdown time. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna have some vegetables because vegetables are delicious. Hi, I'm Lee. Welcome. Oh, you can see my whole flag. I have two different pride flags. Make assumptions you want about me. Let's stream. I'm doing it. So for those of you who know me, know that typically on Wednesdays I do Greyhawk. What is Greyhawk, you might ask? Well, oh shoot, my bots, my usual stream helpful friend who, let me try something. Yeah, my usual cloud bot's not doing so well. Okay, um, let's go here. Um, um, okay. Hey, I need to do. Oh, there we go. Yes. Um, Cloudbot. Yay. Okay. Now let's try this. You ready? I needed to fix that for a while, so I have several useful ones that like this one, beautiful. I think it's actually, and there we go. Yay. So and Discord. Hi, welcome everyone. What was I going to do? I'm going to do this. So, um, blue, 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 blue. We're gonna do it. Um, yes. Beautiful. Okay, so we have that back. Welcome on in, everyone, to the stream. My name is Lee. I am not feeling so good, but I wanted to do at least a little bit of streaming because yesterday I kept failing horribly at bodyguard boot camp, and I started falling asleep at the keyboard, and I went too late, and then I even stayed up writing a completely different thing that I wasn't working on because I promised. Okay, I didn't promise. It was an internal promise that I had, an implicit promise that I wanted to be good on, and not an explicit one. And but I appreciate being held to that because it helps me be the best self I can. So, I also have honey mustard vegetable wraps. Alright. So, what we're doing is Greyhawk. Because it's Greyhawk Day on Wednesday. So let me bring up the Greyhawk wiki, and then I will bring up, let's see. We're going to have ads in a minute. Here we go. That should do it pretty, no, a little more. Nope, not this one. That one. Maybe we need to go to a little more. I think that works. Okay. Alright. I just have to stay at a very specific spot to be there. Okay. So we have this. Let me get the, what's the one? Downloads. I think we'll hold off on, yeah, we're gonna hold off on that for now. I realize we're putting stuff off, but, okay, so we did, let me go to, I think what we're gonna do, the north, yes, cool, I don't care, thank you, sorry, yeah, so we're gonna, yep, okay, let me have some tasty treats. Hi, Trevor who subbed, appreciate it, hello, um, I don't know if anyone knew, I don't think we have anyone watching at all, possibly, let alone anyone who's new, but if you are new, welcome. Or if you, this is the video you stumble across and you find my channel, well, fun stuff. Okay, welcome back. For those of you not watching live on Twitch, I do put the archives up on YouTube, and if I ever have enough people watch that they let me monetize, put ads on stuff, the ads will be randomized and not in the designated ad break spots that I put in, and because YouTube, is, all of the stuff that's up on YouTube, I should say, for me, is not live, it's being watched second, recorded, which means it actually stops during the ads, so that you'll see all of the, like, if I do a, anyway. But hi, welcome. Sorry, we are getting that, and, wow. I feel like it's, um, okay, Avasalia, um, um, okay, um, okay, here's what we're gonna do, apparently it's Avasalia, so, joyous Avasalia to all who celebrate, um, we should actually make a point, um, to, to do Greyhawk stuff, because it's Wednesday, and I am already 10 minutes into the stream. I'm gonna do at least a tiny bit of Greyhawk. And then I think I might lie down more, because, frankly, today is just a day, and I'm stuff I'm supposed to be doing, but I've not done any of, so, that's fun. But, okay. So let's, um, now I understand why Maria asked me to stop inviting my friends over so often, because, um, okay, here's what we're doing. Um, we're going to go to here, and we're gonna, sorry, um, nah, Neelix, the North Province. Well, now it's North Kingdom, but it was North Province at the time. Um, okay, threats to security, naval power system. Okay, so this is all of East Fair. We're gonna have to figure out something with East Fair. Bile brine. Beltport. Okay, let's cast wave fiends. Chokestone. Darn gall. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do. I wish. Louvren. Oh yeah, Louvren. Okay, so Keport Bay. Let's we're gonna leave Scarport for now. What we're gonna do is King's Justice. Um, two 2,200 people. Um, 70 years. Trade fair during the 3 week of. Oh, Wind March. I spent a lot of time on Wind March, and it got me distracted from a. Uh, I think that's why I missed so much, is because I was halfway through here, and then I got distracted by, hey, what is Wind March? And then. Alright, so. Let's go with. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Oh, right. You can't see the PDF. Hang on. So, this is the PDF I'm working on. Stringent. King's Justice. Um, for session judges. Interesting. Okay. Um, okay. Um, um, alright, okay. Let's do it. We're gonna write an article on King's Justice. So, also I need to get a stopwatch going, because it is, um, yes. So, let us begin stopwatch. Um, okay, the first thing you do when you want to set that is you go to here, we go to the wiki page. Here, I am logged in. Then we go to, well, let's start with double checking that King's Justice isn't. Um, let's see. Third week in Harvester. Okay. More. That's the thing about that, is it's a very generic name. Okay. But I think we're gonna. I don't think there is one. So let's go to main page. We go down to. Not that one. Not that one. Let's see. New article templates. That's the one. And we go to. Thank you for being patient with me. Settlement. Okay. King's King's Justice. Okay, I am. I'm used. Okay, that's not what that is. All right, let's. Um. Right. So it doesn't have. Doesn't say it has anything. Okay. Fair. Um. Sorry. Let me. Justice. Okay. I just want to make sure I spelled justice right. King's Justice. Um. Uh. King's Justice. Um, realm, North Kingdom. I wonder if, well, population, size, village size. Village. It's a village. It's only got 2,200 people. It's a village. This is important. Sorry, sometimes people who live in low populated areas of the U.S. have some interesting ideas about how big a thing has to be in order to be called a city, and anyway, um, there's okay, uh, Dustbridge and East Fair. Let's see. Okay, was originally, so the history is weak militia. So it doesn't even specify who he is. So the rulership is low. It's basically a free borough. One step above a free borough. Rome is North Kingdom. We can. Okay. It says so 70 years ago. Okay, so it says for the past 70 years, which means that the sorry this is the tricky part. So it says in here. Ready? Free borough. Um, for some 70 years, there has been a Wind March trade fair during the third week of Harvester. So if 70 years, then 810 is when that started during the first week of Harvester. From some 70 years. Uh, sometime in the 810s to the um, yes. Okay, we'll put that in the history section. Okay. Let's do this because I don't know if there is the new Wind March is probably doesn't go through the North Kingdom, right? Because the new one was Zavener, who's now the Overking after Ivid died. But he's the Overking of Alyssa, and uh, one of the Darman instead of the House Nalex, and he probably doesn't send the Wind March up to the Northern Kingdom. He almost certainly doesn't. So Wind March is a whole thing. It's a trade route. It's a series of it's a caravan route that caravans go at a very specific timed arc so that they stop in the same places at the same time every year, and it kind of so it becomes like a it's not just a route, it's also every all of the stops along the route, and when each when it gets to each the big trailing all the caravans get to each spot, it's the stop the it's the kind of it's Wind March because it's a fair that the town will then throw a celebration with merchants, and then there'll be all of the trading and also festival and also like it's a big thing. So and I had a whole I created the article on this actually. Oh sorry, I should be actually working on this because I'm technically on the clock on this. So Wind March just means I guess religions organ is a town, a small um, that grew from a um, tavern to a um, fortified um, tavern. I guess tavern. It did say tavern. For session judges, which I believe is for judges. Okay. Fortified tavern. Um, um, into a uh, um, um, who didn't care to enforce um, borough since it uh, enforced Faster. Yes. It's the name. Which is where the name came from. Which is where it got its name. Which is where the names come from. Um, um, what is it? Corruption. Okay. Oh, that's Luther. Never mind. Yes. Um, Chester, I wish. King's Justice. Um, um, hide from massive desert rulers and commanding officers lurking among beggars and cut purses. And the western slums in particular are filled with a lot of deserters. Hello, anti-product. Welcome on in. Hopefully you can hear. I had to fix my mic because I was ranting about this earlier. It got disconnected, and um, yeah. But I'm doing King's Justice, so that's cool. I might. I probably am gonna do a very short stream today, but we'll at least get this one. So, uh, which has made it um, 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 locally, haven for um, um, for deserters and um, deserters whom live in the western. What does it say? Western slums. The western slums. No, that's not from the western slums. The slums to the west of the village. Yeah. So, then we put our citation in. Cite source book, Ivid. Which pages? 26, 50. Yeah. Okay. So, um, town, um, uh, has for its wind march. Yay, wind march. Um, wind march, trade fair. Um, 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 until the route fell apart. Um, the trade, um, Greyhawk Wars. Yes. Um, okay, because they didn't. It stopped after the Greyhawk Wars. The Wind March thing stopped, and well, uh, so it probably um the fair was held between Yes. Sorry, England. Yes. Third week of Harvester. Darnagal. Okay. Darnagal. Uh, um, um, the Windmark. Okay, so, um, okay, I gotta spell Darnagal right to link it properly. Um, Darnagal. Okay. The first week of Harvester. Um, let's see. Harvester. Held the first week of Harvester. Um, um, calendar is like calendar. Yep. Um, that one was all page 56. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna hit. Uh, yay! Yay! We got it. Okay. Yay! All right. Geography, cityscape. Okay. So let's put it in a Okay. What else we got? Um. Okay. I'm gonna go. Let's start with take some of these out. I'm gonna take the entire economy section. I think heraldry. Take I think I'm gonna take the entire people out because it. Well, at the very least, in languages. Um. Um. Take my cityscape out because there's nothing really useful. Uh. I think. Let's see. Let's start with Okay, so we got that. Now we got it trimmed down. Now, okay, now, um, blah. We do, um, actually, I think everything we talked about government doesn't really have much in that. Um, small town. That we're going to have a petition for judges. Um, the town is okay. Yes. So what else we got? To recruit here. The town's position actually makes it. I think we can put that in geography. The town itself is located sort of equidistant between, which makes it yes. Okay, let me check the map actually. We're going to check a map. We're going to check the map. I think it's right around here. No, there it is. Ha. I knew it was there. There's King's Justice. Let me just check something here. King's Justice, East Fair, Irish, Donegal, Edgefield. There's Donegal. Is it even on the map? It's gotta be on the map, right? Donegal, Irish, King's, Delaric, Dustbridge, Arrowstand, Edge. Is it not on the map? Because it said Edge. Delaric, Donegal, and East Fair, so it's kind of Luverne up here. Okay, Arrowstand. I think, is King Justice not on the map? It might very well not be on the map, which I feel like is a choice. Because Highlander Castles, Greenkeep, you got Luverne here, you got Port Bay up here, you got. Hang on, let me go back down to here. Whoa, okay. Um, let's see. Donegal, Delaric, Dustbridge, and East Fair. So we go back up to East Fair, Delaric, and Dustbridge. Let's go to um. Wait, it's right here. It's here. Just there we go. So Dustbridge. Oh, I should probably show you the map so you know what I'm talking about. Let me go to here. This is the map, the one in the book, not Anna's. But Dustbridge, East Fair. Dustbridge is where's Dustbridge? Edgefield, East Fair, Erstand, Delaric. No, Dust. Not definitely not Roxas. Dustbridge and see, I can't even remember. This is not good. I can't even darn it. East Fair, darn. I wish no. It was. Sorry, I'm. It's frustrating because I don't remember what I was there and it. Um. Yes, that's that one. Delaric and East Fair. Okay, Delaric, Dustbridge, East Fair. 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 Why is it not? Delaric, Dust. No, definitely not that. Where? It should be here. Separate. Delaric, Dustbridge, and East Fair. Yes, Delaric, Dustbridge, and East Fair. There's East Fair, Dustbridge, Delaric. You're trying to go, but Delaric. There's Delaric. So East Fair, Delaric, and then Dustbridge should be. So it's sort of in this. There's Darnagal. Okay, Darnagal is here, but because that's what we're talking about. Where's Dustbridge? Um, because it's sort of in the equipoint between them allegedly. So Delaric and Dustbridge and East Fair. Remember those three. Where's Dustbridge? Oh, there's Dustbridge down here. So Dustbridge is down here. There's Delaric over here. East Fair's up here. So Delaric, Dustbridge, East Fair. Darnagal's kind of equidistant to all of them, and it's right next door, and it's not. So it should be right. Yeah, that makes sense that our Darnagal would be equidistant, which would make sense if you did the math that it would be there, but it's not on the damn map. Okay. JC, welcome. Hi. Did JC raid in, or did you just pop over to say hello? Um, you're just lurking here. Okay, cool. Hi, welcome. On in. The town I need is not on the map, and also, okay, my computer is running hot. It needs to not do stuff for a while. Um, okay, so we're gonna say, we're gonna put in what it, so it's not on the map. Cool. That is, let's, plan B. we could get Anna's map. Also, it's a good chance to show off Anna. So Anna B. Meyer is an amazing cartographer and just is generally not that one, this one. Yeah, Anna B. Meyer is just a cartographer of great skill. And I like to show off her maps, and then because I'm a patron support her on Patreon because um she's awesome, and yeah, her maps are, if they load. Yeah, it's Easy Zoom's file hosting system is Delaric, East Fair, Darnagal City proper, Edgefield. I wish King's Justice should be right around here somewhere, right? Damask, High Shuttleford. I feel like I'm missing something. It's um yeah, and Anna puts a lot of smaller stuff on the map. So if Darnagal, lend me. There's Dustbridge down here, so it's the border. So it's Chimerian, Darnagal, King's Justice. Oh, here it is. She put it over here by Delaric. Okay, so King's Justice is here, just north of Delaric. That's where Anna put it on her map. Now, her maps aren't officially canon, but they are a very helpful resource, especially because she labels the frickin'. Um, so that's King's Justice right there, is just north of Delaric, which is darn it interesting. Given the history of the trade fair. Okay, but I also it could just be that they different caravans were there at different time. If they that week of harvester they were in that area. Um, that could be a thing. Let me. So that's Anna's map. Okay, so at least I have a somewhere to start. So what if I went use that? I just find her app a lot easier to work with. We go to PDF, and then we go here, and we go to here, and we go with this map, and I put it back up so you can see it. Oh yeah, I see. Okay, you see it. Okay, good. Then, so Anna put it, which then if it is just if it is on this map also just north of Delaric, that makes no sense based on the description. Where's road? Okay, Delaric. Hang on. East Fair Bar. Delaric is here. Then King's. Yeah, see, it's north. So she put it. Is that King's Justice? Hang on. Is that where King's Justice is supposed to be? Right here, because that actually makes a lot of sense, but it's too cut off to read. So, okay, she put it kind of here-ish. The maps are not line up exactly because maps are tricky like that, and it's never going to be exact. Any, is always going to have its thing. So that would be this town here, which doesn't have enough of oh, there. That bit here. That might be what, uh, Dustbridge is down here. Yeah, that makes sense in terms of location. Cool. So I had a whole geography section, and I can't actually figure out the geography because the map doesn't show it. Okay, and Anna's map shows it as being not quite where it's described to be in the book, which doesn't necessarily. I mean, descriptions of where things are always going to be a little fuzzy, and it's because it's fictional. You can't just send a surveyor out to look. So the way you could with a town in our world, for example. Um, so um, it's always going to be iffy, but uh, okay, let's go back down to here. So what we're going to do about that is I wish for King's Justice. Okay, but its position is become um uh it's three yeah it's a three its position between those kind of areas actually is clutch key to um its success. It's a recruitment ground for mercenaries because it's like right in the center. So we're just gonna put that in the geography section, and then we're gonna figure out the mapping later. Sounds like a plan. Let me go to here, and I'll switch put off down so you can kind of see. That's the map. Anna's map. Anna B. Meyer. She's working with, given what she's working with, it makes a lot of sense. and she has a lot of internals of how um, her own knowledge of how things tend to unfold, especially with like um, geology of where rivers tends to be. So she kind of bases her how she does the maps and like tweaks the flow to make where it makes sense for how rivers work, which is very clever. But you know, and it was something on the the keep roads that I noticed she did differently, and I kept meaning to ask her about it, but every time I actually see her, I forget. And then I do see her fairly often though, so that's cool. Okay, let me go to here. We're gonna do geography, um, and then I think we're just gonna take this out too. Um, the town's location, um, as uh, sort of um, being no the town's location between which three Delaric, Dustbridge, and East Fair, and I'm putting that in. Um, I'm literally copying that from the text because I am. Uh, uh, okay. I think Darnagal, it was just that they had their fairs at the same time, and then some went to one and some went to the other, and not that they were neighboring. I think that kind of works. So, yes, I'm putting this as quotes because I'm putting that as a direct quote, and we're citing our source. Um, uh, boom, boom, boom. Hang on, no, no. King's Justice. Here we go. 56. Um, has made it a key travel point, a key McKerning ground for mercenaries who often have to travel through. Yeah. Um, that's 56. Yes. Um, um, uh, um, um, yes. No going to speak of. Let's just take that out. Um, let's see. Um, um, yes. Okay. I think that's about it. Okay. There we go. Yes, that's about it. Okay. And then we go find the Ivid the Undying. Um, yes. Now what you do is you go here to bibliography, then you snag this. Um, so we go, then you go edit source. Hmm. Don't make sure you didn't accidentally get indexed twice, because sometimes that happens. Okay. Um, okay. Hang on. Now I have to fix this because apparently I did it wrong. Um, source book. Maybe I had 50. Why is it doing? Why is it doing that? Um, formatting. Let me just do that. Why is it? Why is it fucked up? Why isn't it working? Hang on. All of these are working fine. Why is that not working fine? Um. Um. Oh. Oh. That's why it's not working. Uh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's why it wasn't working. All right. Let me just double check that. Beautiful. Um. Uh. Let's see. Um. Which amounts to okay. Um. Um. Okay. All right. That's it. Beautiful. It's done. I'm not touching it for now because I'm tired, and we finished it, and I think we did a good job. I think we did. Um. Look. Okay. If circumstances were different, um I would agree with you if circumstances were different, if I wasn't feeling like shit, if things weren't happening this way. But, hi, Sig. Sorry I wasn't checking chat. I was trying to fix this flipping. Okay. I was trying to figure out what to do about a lot of things, including the fact that this town isn't on the Goram map that's included in the book, which is frustrating because where Anna puts it, who is a brilliant cartographer and has her reasons, I'm sure. We could talk about it. I might, maybe next time I see her, I'll ask her. Um, I would think which is at odds with what it's described, although ish. I can kind of see where she's coming from on there, though. So, like, it's one way of interpreting it. Um, and in any case, I need to lie down. I am. But if any of you were working on stuff that was word storytelling, you can claim credit for it. Let me. Um, 35, yes. 220, 525. I'm gonna, I'm taking 510. Okay, I'm taking 510 words. 510 words. Okay. Um. Uh. Very much so. No, I appreciate it. I know you're not trying to pick on me. Again, you see, I do need to work on that. I agree. All right, everyone. Hydrate. Rest. Make sure you take your meds. I forgot to tag Kit. I forgot to do the Kit summoning ritual. Um, we'll go and do that at some point. Thank you all for your consideration and hanging out with me. And I'm gonna go pass out now. You guys be good, okay? Don't do anything stupid. Um, let me just rate us into somewhere. Bring out your words. Last call. Last call for words. Last call for words. Bring out your words. Um. Um. Oh, yeah. Whoever just was trying to post about buying viewers, I'm not going to let you post, but you're welcome to stay in chat. Except we're leaving now, so everyone on board. Let's go. All aboard the raid train. Let's go to. I don't know why it doesn't automatically do this, but that's Tiger Rights. Oh, JC's actually live. Let's go raid JC because she was lurking and is fun. And she does pretty. There's Kitten. No Merlin Cam, but there's fun, cutesy sea background, and she's cool. So let's go rating. Everyone go say hi to JC and tell her how cool she is in the chat. All right, off we trot. Let's go. Oh, you can use my raid emote too. It's the orange one.